Hello friends, I am Neeta Kulkarni and today we are going to discuss the last point related to chapter number 5, that is optical waveguide. So basically in first chapter we have covered the concept of optical waveguide or why optical fiber it is called as a waveguide. So waveguide is a device or waveguide is a structure which is allowing the wave or which is guiding the wave to travel in a particular direction. That's why it is called as the waveguide. So in optical fiber it consists of core as well as cladding. So in that we have already seen that whatever is the core part that is allowing the light to travel only in the core and it is not allowing the light to travel into the cladding. That's why it is called as the optical waveguide, or we can say that as in the process of optical fiber working, whatever is the light that is allowed to transmit only in the core and it is not entering into the cladding. That's why it is called as the optical waveguide, because it acts as a guide for the light to travel in the core and it doesn't allow to travel into the cladding. That's why it is called as the optical waveguide. So if we see the definition, an optical waveguide it is nothing but a spatially inhomogeneous structure for guiding the light, that is for restricting the spatial region in which the light can propagate. So it is nothing but guiding the light to travel in a particular direction, so called as the optical waveguide. Usually the waveguide contains a region of increased refractive index compared with the surrounding medium. So whatever are the things here, that all are related to the basic structure of optical fiber, but here instead of calling it as optical fiber, we are considering the optical fiber as a waveguide structure because it is going to act as a waveguide. So core, it is the central part, that is the waveguide, and obviously as we know the refractive index of core it is greater than refractive index of cladding, so it is called as, it contains a region of increased refractive index compared to the surrounding medium, that is called as the cladding. However, guidance is also possible, that is with the help of the reflections. For example, at metallic interface, some waveguides also involve the plasmonic effects as metal. So these are the advanced waveguide structures. But in our syllabus, whatever we have studied, that is related to the basic structure of optical fiber, which consists of the core that is surrounded by the cladding. So there are two types of waveguides basically shown. One it is planar waveguide and another it is the channel waveguide. So the planar, so whatever is the difference between the planar waveguide and channel waveguide, that we will see now. Planar waveguide can be fabricated on various crystals and glass materials with epitaxial or with polishing methods. So as a, for manufacturing of optical fibers we require two materials, one it is of core and one it is of the cladding. So in that, how the planar waveguide can be fabricated, that procedure it is given. So planar waveguide can be fabricated on various crystals and glass materials with epitaxial or with polishing methods. So suppose if you take two different materials of two different refractive index, so one can be deposited on another and that will form the structure of optical waveguide. So the waveguide may be made up of, on the top of the device as shown on the left side figure. So two diagrams are there, planar waveguide. So as shown in that diagram, it can be made at the top side or it can be placed on the between the other solid layers. That is the simple structure which is called as the planar waveguide. Now the next structure in which the optical waveguide can be formed, that is channel waveguide. So channel waveguide on semiconductor, crystal and glass materials can be made with lithographic methods in combination with, for example, epitaxy, ion exchange or thermal in diffusion. So as we have seen, the channel waveguide structure that is providing the more advantages as compared with the planar waveguide, because it guides the light in two dimensions. The difference it is, planar waveguide guide the light only in vertical direction, but the channel waveguide guide it in the two direction. So whatever is the fabrication method for channel waveguide, that is going to be somewhat critical. In planar waveguide, just by adding the layer of another material on the basic substrate, it can be formed. But in case of the channel waveguide, we need to use more complicated method. So crystal glass material can be made with lithographic method in combination with epitaxy, ion exchange or thermal in diffusion process. And it is possible to make buried waveguide by growing an additional layer on the top of the waveguide. So as the structure it is complicated, the waveguide fabrication method it is also different. So basically, if we see, the optical waveguide is nothing but it is structure of optical fiber which is acting as a waveguide. So based on the application of optical fiber or based on the type of optical fiber, for example, if we say step index fiber, related to that the waveguide it is called as step index optical waveguide. If we consider the graded index optical waveguide, that is nothing but the graded index optical fiber. So like that, if we see the different types of waveguides, those are based on the different types of optical fibers, or whatever is the specification of that particular optical fiber, same it is applied for the particular optical waveguide also. For example, if simple optical fiber is there which is transmitting the light with less speed, that will be called as the regular optical waveguide. Whereas if we fabricate some particular fiber which is allowing the light to travel with high speed, then in that case that will be called as the high speed light waveguides. So there are specific devices or there are specific optical devices which are using the high speed light structure of optical fiber. Those are called as the high speed light waveguide. Also specifically in this we have to consider the manufacture method for optical fiber. So the basic method which is used for manufacturing of optical fiber, it is, first we are manufacturing the glass, and then from that or whatever is the glass first obtained, that is obtained in the liquid form. Afterwards, by cooling that glass, it is converted in the form of solid. So that is the basic reason, or that is the basic step in manufacturing of any optical fiber. So first we have to manufacture the glass in liquid form. Afterwards, by cooling it, it is converted in the form of solid glass. So there are some specific methods for that also are mentioned in the optical fiber waveguides. So basically two types of methods are there: liquid phase deposition technique and vapor phase deposition technique. So in liquid phase deposition technique, first we obtain the glass in the form of liquid and afterwards it is made in the form of solid. So vapor phase, in that directly we are getting the glass in the form of solid. So these are the different methods. All that points are considered in the optical waveguide. So basically in optical waveguide we have to write the basic working principle of optical fiber, how the light is made to propagate only through the core. It is not allowed to enter into the cladding, and we have to draw the basic block diagram of how the light propagates through the core and equate that particular diagram with the waveguide structure, because waveguide is nothing but it is also a structure which is guiding a wave to travel in a particular direction. And with the same working principle, optical fiber is also allowing the light to travel only through the core. It is not allowing the light to enter into the cladding. That's why the optical fiber, it is called as the optical waveguide. So that particular description, it is expected in the particular point. So this is about optical waveguide. That is nothing but why the optical fiber is called as the optical waveguide. That only we are supposed to explain in the particular point. So there are different types of waveguides available based on specific applications of optical fiber. That also additional thing can be added in the particular answer. Okay.